Hey YouTube, as promised, I wanted to make a update on what happened yesterday. So yesterday I got the note that I was going to be added to the meeting with the question, actually 2 meetings, with the question if I can start T. If so, I can start on the end of June or halfway July, end of July, somewhere in that range. So yeah, that was pretty awesome. I had some time to think about it now and really let it sink in. But first of all, what happened in the past weeks? I started to play Ingress. It's a game. I play it on my Android phone. I have a Galaxy Note. This is what you see when you play Ingress. The little portal over there. Wait. The green thing you see over there, that's a portal. You have to hack those. The little round thing over there, that's where you are. You use it with GPS positioning. There are 2 teams, and frankly it's a worldwide capture the flag game, so everywhere you come you can play it as long as you have internet connection. And usually all the portals are art and historical buildings and such, so which means you also learn things as long as you really look into the stuff, or at least you can look at art everywhere you go. So that makes me walk a lot of miles a day, about 20 or 25 kilometers a day, which makes me lose weight, so that's quite epic. It's a nice balance. When I wake up, I'm about 93 kilos, which means I've lost 1.5 kilos in the past week, so that's not all too bad. Also yesterday I did a little interview because a grad student from the Film Academy in Holland wants to do a documentary on trans men, because trans females, trans women are pretty well known, and she actually had a small identity crisis during puberty herself, and she came out of it as just being a butch lesbian and accepting that, but yeah, she really wants to know more about it, so I talked about just being a trans man. She doesn't want to go into the medical procedures and such. She just wants to hear personal stories about your first experience when you recognized yourself or acknowledged that you were transgender and such. Sorry. So I had a really interesting talk of about 1.5 hours, 2 hours about that. So that was really fun. It's actually a pretty nice person. So yeah, that was really fun. Next to that, I had my appointment at the V, my 5th and probably my last. So that's pretty awesome. So she weighed me. I already had a lot of water and food in my stomach. I don't have more stomachs. And I had my clothing on, because usually when I step onto the scale in my room I'm naked and sober. So yeah, that cost me a lot of weight. So at this moment, or at her moment, I was 96 kilos and something, which made me a BMI of 33, while I'm actually around 32 somewhere. But she was okay with that. She told me that she was confident enough about me to lose that excess of weight when I start T, and I'll just go on and lose more weight, and hopefully when I'm at the endocrinologist, wow, that's the first time it came out fluently, hopefully I'll be on a BMI of 30, which means I'll have to lose another, let me think, 6 kilos, so that should be easy. So yeah, I'm reducing my weight training, so really strength training at the moment, because I'm primarily working on losing weight. And when I start working out again with weights, I'll gain weight in muscles, and I first want to have a BMI of about 27, and then start yeah, really weight training again. But I'm not losing my muscles apparently, because I'm still having some chest muscles. My back is really good nowadays, and hopefully when I lose a lot of weight I can do some pull-ups, which makes working out easier. So yeah, that we talked about my psychology test, of which I took 4 weeks ago, and that took me 1 hour and 20 minutes, which an average person takes 2.5 hours. And the outcome of that is that I have borderline personality disorder, not that severe that I can't function, but it's there. My feelings about that are, yeah, I don't really know. I don't really care, actually. I like the person I am, with my funny quirks, and yeah, if that makes me a borderliner, okay. It's not that severe, thank God. I'm not cutting myself or auto-mutilating. I'm just feeling empty all the time, and I have a problem with yeah, weight and money, and yeah, keeping up with relationships, like friendly relationships and such, but especially love relationships are not my strong point in my life. So yeah, that we had to finish a questionnaire we already started, and that took only like 3 questions, and after that she was like, yeah, I think we're quite done, so I'm going to make some appointments for when I'm going to put you through to the meetings. And my first meeting will be the 16th of May, so about 3 weeks. If everything goes right, the meeting consists of every psychologist of the gender team of the V Medical Center, and they all have to say yes about my case to get me through to the next appointment. If 1 or 2 say no, I'll get called the Friday the 17th to make more appointments and talk a little bit more. And yeah, my psychologist was quite positive about me getting through, so I'm not really putting my hopes up like really high, but I think all will work out fine. And my next meeting will be in June, halfway, the 13th, and that meeting will consist of all the endocrinologists and the surgeons. They'll go through my medical record, which consists of practically asthma, some old diseases I probably have had, and my too big of a bladder. Okay, so probably that will be all fine as well. If so, I'll get called the 14th by the VU, and we'll make an appointment with the endocrinologist, and we'll make a bot scan, so a tissue scan of my bones, and I'll have to go there probably early on the day, and being sober, which means 12 hours or 10 hours before the appointment I have to stop eating, and I can only drink water, and I really hate water, so that's going to be really hard, but oh well, we'll have to go through that. And after we've done that, I'm getting my recipe for the pharmacy for my first shot of tea. So yeah, everything is traveling quite fast now, since this whole journey started December 2011, so it took me about a year and January 14 and 2.5 months before I could start, so 18 months to start on testosterone. It's been a long journey. It's been fun at days, it's been really sucky at days, but yeah, the next 1.5 months about I'll survive. I'm totally okay with that. Yeah. So hopefully by that time I've lost another couple of kilos. I hope I'll be around 87 or maybe 84. That would be genius. Seriously, because when I start T, 6 weeks after, I'll see my psychologist for the first time again, so we can talk about the changes and if I feel better or if I'm really freaked out or whatever, just to check up on me. And I'd really love that I'd be quite slimmer than she saw me now, because I'm still a bit chubby, like my mom. I saw her today since a month, and the first thing she said, you've lost some hair, and the second thing, you've lost some hips. So I was like, fuck yeah. But it would be pretty fucking awesome if I can just, yeah, really lose this puffy face, which also is from my nose spray with cortisone steroids. So yeah, I hope I'll have a slimmer face, and so from that time I'll probably document a lot about changes on T, hopefully also some changes in personal relationships, like yeah, just strangers, if they call me more him or her, the awkward situations you can get with the smaller things, just the life of a trans man, I guess. I want to start some questionnaires and such and put more effort in my YouTube account, because yeah, my updates now are really just rambling, and I don't really put in a lot of effort actually, so I want to try to yeah, do more about it. I want to start making pictures. Like next week I'm having a pre-T photo shoot in Dordrecht for Mother's Day for my mom, so she'll at least have some, or at least one nice picture of me how I used to be, because I think that's just the right thing to do. So yeah, that's where I am at now, and I can't really complain. So yeah, tomorrow I'll start walking again. Hopefully I can get to the 15 or 20 kilometers, which will take me about 4 hours, 4 or 5 hours, depending on my walking speed. and maybe I'll bring my dogs. I'm not sure, because 5 hours of walking for my dogs is pretty long. So yeah, probably talk to you later. It will probably take a while, because if everything goes right, you won't hear from me for 2 months. Yeah. So also watch Genderqueer Gang, which is a collab channel of a lot of genderqueers and trans men, and we don't really have a trans woman, if I'm correct. But at least we make videos about topics and our views on the world and awesomeness. My day is Sunday. Please subscribe, comment, ask questions, please, because then I can make a video full of questions, which will add up to, yeah. I can probably make a video in between 2 months. Maybe I'll figure something out and I want to film something. Maybe I'll put a small video up, because the end of May, so in about 5 weeks, I'm going to England, to Leicestershire, if I'm correct. And it's nothing trans related, but maybe it's fun to show you. Anyways, I'm going to quit now. I'm really tired. I'm going to watch 1 episode of Grimm, probably, and then I'm going to Dreamland, because as you can see, I'm a bit tired. So I hope you have a beautiful day, beautiful week, beautiful whatever, and talk to you later.